Halfway through the season now with the MLS. We've had some time to assess Charlotte FC.
Yes.
What have you been following it much at all?
I haven't, in terms of them starting to play games, I haven't been following it, but I have heard that they're doing, I think, better than people originally expected.
Yes.
And definitely what I expected, you know, looking at some of like their stats and stuff like that. I thought they were going to burst onto the scene and do absolutely nothing.
Yep.
You know, not be, I don't say as good as they are, but not do as well as they are doing right now.
Right. Yeah.
From what I've heard.
I've definitely been impressed.
Okay.
It's still MLS, so
Yeah.
it's tough to watch at times, but I'm just happy to have a local team to support.
Oh, yeah.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And yeah, looking at the squad going into the beginning of the season, it was like, okay, they've got Christian Fuchs, who, great Premier League player, but he's also on the tail end of his career.
As many are when they come to MLS.
Yep. So, yeah, when he's your main guy going into the season, you're going to be
You have
cautious.
your doubts and some worries. Yeah.
And I was so upset with, so you got Swiderski, who was like the one designated player that they signed going into the season. So I was like, cool, that should be like the best player on the team, right? And then he comes out and like the first 2 games he played, he spent more time on the ground than actually playing.
Goals, yeah.
And then he comes out the second or third game, I think it was, and just started scoring and hasn't stopped since. So that's fantastic. That's what you hope for in your designated player.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's done well. But I think the best player, Ben Bender.
Yeah.
Ben Bender came into our Charlotte store before the season started. And he came in and he looks like a taller version of like a 15-year-old Justin Bieber. Like he's tall.
Yeah.
But just like he looks like a child still. So you're like, oh man, this guy's gonna get destroyed with all these grown men coming in the league. And he has done whatever he has wanted to the defenses. Like I think he's been the best player so far. Obviously Swiderski scored the goals, so he's gonna, but like a lot of those goals were set up by Bender.
Yep.
So yeah, he's my guy right now.
Yeah.
I love watching him play. He's so exciting to watch as well. Like he actually tries to create things and like he's always looking to get forward.
Yeah.
And it's not the same. Like he looks like he knows how to play.
Yeah. Okay.
Versus some guys in the MLS where you're like, I don't know, how did you get here?
Right.
How did you?
Who let you in?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So no, it's exciting to see. But you come from Charlotte, right?
Yes.
So were you there? When did you leave Charlotte?
I left Charlotte, I want to say like late June, maybe early July. Somewhere between June and July, because I had to be back to school by like August, by the second week of August.
Okay, so you're going back and forth while you're in college.
Well, not now. Now I'm like up here permanently for good until I move on or wherever I end up next. Yeah. But when they first like unveiled the logo, the colors, the kit, I was in Charlotte, I was at home, and so it was incredible. Like the city was just so excited to finally have like a soccer team.
Yeah.
And then the fans, they had started making like fan clubs and stuff like that, and it was just amazing to see like
40 million Charlotte FC fan accounts.
Yeah, exactly. And then the academy, so it did a big thing for youth soccer as well. And it's only gonna grow, so it's really good to see that kind of excitement in the city. And
we just had a TT Ortiz.
Yes,
came in the Charlotte store today.
Yep.
So like the players are coming to the stores. It's sick.
It's a great time to be in Charlotte. You have basketball, football, hockey. Now you have soccer.
Yeah, they
baseball,
got it all now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So. Well, I guess you haven't watched much, but because I was gonna say, how do you think they'll end up doing? But obviously, if you haven't watched it, you can't comment on that. But it is like it's very frustrating because like you watch where they beat Atlanta United.
Yep.
And then they go and play in the next game after that I saw was against Orlando last week.
Yeah.
And first of all, I don't know what pitch they were playing on. The ball was bouncing more than it was rolling. Like
those are the worst to play on.
It was like one of those turfs that's like carpet basically, so it just bounces. It doesn't roll.
Right.
But then it also like wouldn't when they did get it to roll, it like took all the sting out of the ball, which I thought would be the opposite, because like if you got a firm surface, it's gonna roll quicker.
Yeah.
But I guess I took physics classes in college, and I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I put everything on my note card, and because it was one of those where they were like, you can use a note card for everything. I was like, oh, okay, so I don't have to remember anything. Great.
Right.
So I did that, but I have no idea what's going on there. But that's an MLS pitch for you. So.
Well, I know some teams. Was it New York? They were playing in a baseball stadium.
Oh yeah, there's a few teams that play in
that's
played in baseball stadiums. Yeah, it's just it's not a priority.
No, and it's just how it is here.
And but thankfully we've got the LeBron James of soccer kicking up things for us at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So the hopes and dreams of an entire nation are on your shoulders. Good luck.
Yep.